Welcome back, guys, to Roo Studios Let's Play series of Tekkit 1.2.9G, and this is episode 11. And what we're going to go on with today, now that we've finished all of our pulverizing and we can get mass production on our ingots and whatnot, we probably need to start gathering resources. But what we're going to do while we do that also is, in the background, we're going to start making material to build ourselves a nuclear or a big reactor. Right, we need mega power. We need to get a lot of power happening. So one of the things that I learnt in another Let's Play world that I'm playing myself is that it took me too long to generate some big power, and I was using the lava for a little bit too long. So I'm going to get started on all the materials needed to make a nuclear reactor for this place, and I'm going to figure out where we're going to put it, and we'll start getting stuck into manufacturing all the bits and pieces and components needed to make a reactor. And then once we make that, we'll then start building our materials for turbines. Once that happens, we'll start getting some super power happening. Now it's going to take a while, so it's a big journey, and through that journey we'll be doing a lot of different things as far as machines and what to make and how to make things, and little farms and bits and pieces around the place, and we'll go from there, I guess. So let's get stuck into it. The first thing we need to make, and I think we got some materials already here, is I'll just click into here, clear that, and we'll go Reactor. First thing we need to make here is some reactor casings. Now if we go R, we need to have some yellorium ingot, some iron ingots, and some graphite bar. So let's put a question mark on that, and let's see what we've got here. I know we've got iron, not much of it, but we have some. Do we have graphite? Yes, we have some graphite bar. Graphite bars are made by smelting, I think. Smelting coal. They make graphite, or pulverizing coal. I can't remember which. I'll test that out in a minute. And the last thing we need is some yellorium ingot. This one here is uranium. If you handle that a lot, you actually get radiation poisoning. So I prefer to use some yellorium ingot there. Okay, and there's our first 4 reactor casings. Okay, we'll grab another one there. There's a heap of yellorium dust here that we need to smelt, but there's our reactor casings there. Alright, so that's a good start. So let's grab some of this yellorium dust. In fact, let's grab all of it and go and toss it into our manufactured smelting factory here. There she goes. She's smelting away to yellorium ingots, and we'll get some of that happening. What we can also do is get ourselves some coal, because we've got a swag of coal here, and I'm pretty sure, let me just test this. I'm pretty sure it goes in there. Yes, makes a graphite bar, so we smelt it. Now why? There it goes. So we throw some more in there and smelt ourselves some graphite bar. And I'm pretty sure we've got some iron dust here too somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, look at that, pulverized iron, heaps of it. So let's toss all that in here as well. I don't automate the iron dust into iron ingots, because we do need iron dust for other things as well, like Invar and whatnot. So that's all smelting away, and we'll make a heap of reactor casings and bits and pieces there. So let's pop that in there for now, and we'll come back to it. So the next thing we need to look at is, whereabouts are we going to place our reactor? Where's our base for it? Now I'm going to turn this rain off. Just excuse me for a minute. There we go. And I'll go off momentarily. I had thought about placing it over this water here, but it tends to, I think it'll tend to mess up the aesthetic look of this this valley. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'll put it in this area over here. This might be an idea. I might throw it in here. I might just make it a nice square block and place it in there. as a reactor. I think that might be a nice central place for it. So I'll grab some dirt and I'll do a little bit of terraforming here. Now reactors, there are a different number of ways you can make reactors. And with what we're going to use is the Big Reactors mod pack. There is another one you can use which gives you a little bit more power per tick, and we might build another one of those after this Big Reactors episodes. Let's just cover all this up. It looked interesting to do, but I think it's a bit more complex than the Big Reactors system. So we'll do that. Now let me just even this out a little bit. Now reactor is going to be around about 9 by 9 squares, and I think it's around 7. I might even make it a bit bigger. I might even make it 9 by 9 by 9. Requires a little bit more resource to do that, but it'll give me a bit more room to move when I start making turbines and bits and pieces. So I'll do that, I think. So that'll come down there. So we have, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, plenty of room there. So I'm going to fill this pond in. I may even build it up a block so I have a decent platform to go around in. So let me just fill this in, I'll be right back. Okay, so that's pretty much the area leveled out a bit there, and those lights, those torches is about well, it's 9 by 9. That's the size of the reactor is going to be. It'll be 9 high, which is a pretty good size for a reactor. If you can go massively huge reactors, but it takes a lot more to build, and a lot more resources needed, and then you've got to sort of fiddle around with it. So this is a manageable size for a big reactor. In my other world, I've made one 9 by 9. I think it's about 6 or 7 high, so it's a little bit smaller, and I've got 4 turbines running off it, and it still could handle another 2 or 3 turbines on the reactor itself. So this is a fairly good size for a reactor. It'll make us what we need to make for and to give us all the power that we could possibly want. So that's it there. Let me just tidy this place up a little bit. I'll make a path around to here pretty soon. I found an interesting block in this mod pack that is called roads and road lights, and I'm going to try making a few of those once I get some stuff happening. Here we go. So that's where it's going to be, just in there. Let me just cover that up. Use the blocks I have here. There we go. Come in this side. So we can make reactor casings. But I think what we might do while we're playing around with that is we go to reactor. We have a look at what else do we need. Our Uranium fuel rod we need. If we just go R on that. Okay, so that's a little bit much the same as the casings, except we have some more iron ingots here. So we're going to need a lot of iron to do this. We're going to need, that's 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 by 7. So we're going to need 56 of these. So we're going to need a fair whack of resources here. We need a controller, which is reactor casings and some diamond and again uranium. So we're going to need a lot of resources here. So we'll get some mining happening, and we'll do some bits and pieces there. But what I might do is start setting up. What we need is going to need some plastic sheets as well. So I might set up a tree farm, and to do that we need planter, and we need a harvester. Pretty sure it's a harvester from memory. If not, I'll let you know what it is when I change it. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a 14 by 14 square, and we're going to plant a set of trees around it. It's pretty noisy, so I'm going to put it a bit further away. So I'm going to put it over here somewhere, I think, into the side of the hill, and I'll run some power to it to get it up and running and working. It's a fairly good mod, this one, fairly good system, this, because you get heaps and heaps of wood and rubber and all sorts of stuff from it. You can change the saplings and get all the dyes you need from it, so it's pretty decent. So I'm just going to again fill this in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cleared this area here. It's about a 16 by 16 because I'll put a edge around it. So 1, 2, so there's a corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll probably need one more, so I'll go a bit wider. Alright, and the edge of it is going to be right here. That'll be the entrance there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's good. So that's a good size for a planting area there. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run some roadblocks through here and over to my base over there, and underneath that's where all my pipework will come. So it'll come into here, and this will be under here will be all open, so I can run the network and the pipes and bits and pieces, so I can put the planter in place and the harvester and have my ME network pipes coming all the way through and gathering all the sapling and wooden bits and pieces to our network. Okay, so I'll just hollow this out, and I'll dress it up, and I'll come right back. Okay, so there's the area cleared out. I may need to go a little bit wider yet, I'm not quite sure. But the idea is I'll put a planter in the center, and I'll put an upgrade slot in it that gets out to a radius of 7, which gives you a nice big area. I may put a little bit less because it's a fairly big area. We'll see how I go with that. But this should be, in my last Let's Play World, I made about 3 or 4 of these smaller ones, and well, they work fine. It just had a lot more grinders and harvesters there. I'm not sure, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that the harvesters, if I go to creative, let me just grab a harvester, and I'll see if it does it. Harvester, got one there, so don't worry, I'll delete this when I finished. When I look into it, yes, it does have an expansion slot, so you can go out to 14 by 14 with that one, and I'll just delete that. Delete button up there, click on delete, and I'll go to a planter, and I'm pretty sure that the planter will do the same. Yep, there's an upgrade slot there too, so they're the 2 machines that we'll be using, and I'll build those very, very soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to do some road work through here and set up the infrastructure to get this all squared away. So the roof of this little room will be dirt, which it has to be because that's where everything gets planted. But I'll set the walls up as a nice brick and dress it all up inside so that it looks nice and neat. And I'll probably bring an ender tank in here with a magmatic dynamo, and I'll set up some power in here on its own. Once we get the big reactor happening, I'll put a turbine nearby, and we'll run the turbine power into this, and it'll just power everything. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to end this now because I'm a little bit pushed for time. Stay tuned. This will be happening fairly swiftly. I'll get the road sorted out. I think I need some rubber trees. In fact, let me just duck in here, see if I've got some rubber. I don't think I have Rubber's a fairly useful tool. You need that to make rubber bars, which in turn make plastic. Excellent, I've got some rubber saplings there, so I might go and plant those, but we have some raw rubber here. We'll just smelt those up for now and give ourselves some rubber bars. And I'm pretty sure that we need to put these in a furnace as well to make some plastic. Raw plastic, yes. So it's a bit of a process. We'll get some plastic happening. In the meantime, I'm going to make, let's just put this dirt away. I'm going to make some redstone lamps. Clear that, put that in there, some redstone. We need these to make some road. Okay, we made those, so what I need now I think is some, I think I need some bricks. Let's have a look at what it takes to make some road light. Oh, we need road, so let's have a look at road. Bricks and plastic sheets, so we need plastic sheets here. So let's go back to our rubber. So we have 7 of these. Let's put these in here. So we get our raw plastic. Alright, let's smelt it up. It's all done. Go to our raw plastic. And with that we just use it to make plastic sheets, just like that. So we go, there we go, 16 plastic sheets. We can put that back now, and we'll make that. When you put one in there, grab our bricks, surround that. There we go. So we have 16 road with all that. So we're going to get a decent amount of road. Good. And now what we need is one of those and some road to make some road lights. One. Oh, put these in, I think. That'll help. Put that up there. I think 8, 12. That should do. Now to turn the light on, I'll show you what it is. Now we just get this road back. It is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on, I'm going to put it down here, so just step. So what I'm going to do is, here's my road, there it is. So I'll place my road down. And maybe I could just 3. I'll widen it up when I get to another area. The good thing about road, when you move along it, you move along really, really fast. So that's going to be kind of handy. So what we do is get our road light now. What we do is to turn it on, we put it into our crafting inventory and take it out. See, it turns it on, and now it's inverted. So if we go there, we now light our road up, which is pretty cool. So we do that, and we just go again. I might go 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and put a road light down. Alright, roads are a special block that allow us to, it actually works like ice. So you can move along a lot faster. So this will help us move through the world into places we need to go a little bit quicker. And we set these roads up like this. Now watch this. When I go on here and I move, right, much quicker. So we can scud right along. That's pretty cool. And we can get to our places much quicker. So we'll set up some roads to a whole range of places as we go. When it gets dark, you'll see that these lamps will light the place up a little bit. And what we can do is for places like this, where we have to go down one, We put some blocks there, and we get our saw. Let me go get our saw, and we'll make a, hopefully we can make a micro block out of it. Yes, we can. Look at that. Awesome. So we now make a pillar. So now what we can do is, because these designs don't have stairs with them, we'll just move along here. Whee! And we'll put a block right there. We can put that down there, put a light there, and just get ready to move it down again. And we need to put another couple just there. We'll make some more. I use it sparingly because they do take a bit. Don't want to do that. We don't do that because they do cost a bit, and rather than just mass produce a whole bit of that stuff. So then we go up. We can slide along and whistle along our road, head down, and just keep going into our base in there. That's brilliant. Cool road. Alright, so we'll do that. Excellent work. Alright, so that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like and share. Any comments, feel free. I'll read the comments in the post below. And I'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye for now.